Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start the drive with Wilson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Tua steps away. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now
they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon. Really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Eagle defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Another nice play there by Reddick. More evidence that sometimes a position change is exactly what a player needs. Totally reinvented as an edge rusher instead of playing linebacker. 2nd in the NFL with 16 sacks in his first season with the Eagles in 2022.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They complete it to Hill. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here comes third and about a foot. Tua going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that's big Jalen Carter, the rookie, able to get him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Dolphins nothing.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time now, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides handed out to momentum.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Hill shedding the tackle. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Hey, easy, 63, bang!
On first down, Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. Finding space at the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. It's Hill, complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component.
Hurts fumbles it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20 TX. 21G.
Tua is going to change things up. Now Achane on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. On 1st down, back to Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works free. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 61 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite side.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
No touchdown. Crowd, let's get it. No touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be free now. We're going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And nothing but green grass pass here, middle of the field. Tyreek Hill. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got a man complete. He's got a first and maybe more. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. There's another completion for big yardage.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Hurts. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. Oh, nice move. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free. It's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Eagles 52, Dolphins 28.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win